Hi, third graders. This is Mrs. Jaregi from the library here, and I am doing this recording on behalf of myself and Mrs. Guerrero as we are working together on putting on an amazing third grade Battle of the Books. Now, I know you may or may not be very familiar with exactly what this is, but Battle of the Books is definitely going to be different this year because we can't do in-person meetings and in-person competitions. But we're still going to make it fun, and we're going to do Google Meets, and Mrs. Guerrero and I will work together on when those are going to happen to where we can all log in and we can talk about the books and see how everybody's coming along. So I want to personally invite each of you to consider joining Battle of the Books because it's really fun. And the way that we're going to do it is we've got Google Classroom set up. And as you can see, we've already got it started. Now all we need to do is we need to add some students. And so once you've decided if you're interested in doing this and reading the books from the Battle of the Books list, then you can go ahead and let your teacher know, and then they will let Mrs. Guerrero and I know so that we can add you to our list. All right, so starting off here in Stream, I've already gone ahead and I've added the Bob third grade reading list. So if we click on that, you're going to see all of the books that are on this year's Battle of the Books list. And there's some really, really great books that you might not have even ever heard of before if it wasn't for Bob. So what I want to encourage all of you to do is you'll see that the Lexile number, which is the reading level of these books, are listed next to the book. And as you can see, there's a pretty big jump. So generally what we encourage students to do is to start off with some of the lower Lexile numbers and then work your way up to some of the more challenging books. So like, for example, Freckle Juice would be a great one, or Lion to Guard Us would be a great book to start with. Okay, keep in mind, boys and girls, too, that when you're reading these books, that you want to make sure that you take your time because it's important that you're understanding and remembering who the characters are and maybe things that happened in the story. Okay, because once you finish the book, what you're going to do is you're going to do a summary, and that summary kind of becomes a study guide for you so that way you're remembering the characters from A Lion to Guard Us. So what we've done is we've got the summaries right here in a Google slide. So you can actually, once you finish reading a book, so for example, Lion to Guard Us, you would go ahead and fill out the Google slide with your name, the book title, the author's name, and then tell us what you heard, what you learned from the book. Okay, for example, it might be asking you about the characters in the book, maybe some big important things that they did in the story, or maybe a problem that they were faced with and how they resolved that problem. Those are going to be ways that you're going to remember what happened in A Lion to Guard Us. Once you've finished that, you're going to be able to share it with Mrs. Guerrero and I so that we can make sure that you've understood the book, and we can also keep track of how many books you've read, because the student that reads the most Battle of the books is going to win a book at the end of the school year. So that's pretty exciting as well. All right, so you may be asking yourself, how do I get these books, Mrs. Jaregi? Because the library is closed. And unfortunately, yes, it is, but you can still check out library books and I will deliver them to your classroom. Or if you are doing distance learning at home and mom and dad are willing to swing by the school, we can have the books ready for pickup. So this is how we're going to do that, okay? In your Clever account, you may or not have even known this, but Destiny Discover is right inside your Clever account. I encourage you to go ahead and shade the heart so that way it moves it up to your favorites. But you can click on Destiny Discover, which is our online library catalog, and it shows you all the books that we have in the library, okay? So here we are. It's really important, boys and girls, that you log in. So when you go into Destiny Discover through Clever, right here, it already has a student's name, but with yours, it's going to say login. So you're going to want to click on that and make sure that you log in using your Google sign-in, okay? So let me go back and let me log out as that student. And then we'll click on login again. And you're going to sign in with Google. And then that's going to take you back into Destiny Discover, but as you. And so when you find the books that you want, you're going to be able to put them on hold. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you want to look for just any book, you could type the title up here in the search engine, or you could scroll down and you can look at some of the brand new books that we've got in the library. But the other thing is all of the Battle of the Books I have put together in a collections. So if you click on the view collections, sorry, it's taking a little bit of time to load. Okay, there we go. Now here you'll see that we have a collection for third grade Battle of the Books. Make sure you click on the right one because we've got the fourth and fifth grade one too, and you want to make sure you're reading the third grade. So we're going to click on the third grade Battle of the Books collection, and here are all of the books that are listed right here. So you'll be able to scroll down and you'll see all of the different books that are available. I'm sorry, my internet is not cooperating today. Oops. Okay, so if I wanted to read Charlotte's Web, I would put it on hold. So you'll click on that hold button, and then that's going to send me a message that you are interested in checking out that book. And then I will bag it up and I will deliver it to your classroom. You have 2 weeks with each of these books that you check out. If for some reason you need a little bit more time, that's okay. You can let us know and I will renew the book for you. Okay, so I do, boys and girls, I really want to encourage you because Battle of the Books is so fun and it's such a great opportunity to discover books that you may never have even heard of before. And Mrs. Guerrero and I really want to share those with you. So definitely think about it. And if you are interested in joining, let your teacher know so that they can send us a message so that we can add you to our Google Classroom, and then we will coordinate meeting times and all of that. So we look forward to seeing you soon, boys and girls. Take care.